Hadrian's Wall is one of the most iconic and well-preserved remnants of the Roman Empire, symbolizing both the engineering prowess and the military strategy of ancient Rome. To understand its full significance, it is essential to delve into the broader context of the Roman Empire and the specific circumstances that led to the construction of this monumental barrier. The Roman Empire, at its zenith, was a vast and diverse entity, encompassing territories from the Atlantic Ocean in the west to the Euphrates River in the east, and from the deserts of North Africa to the forests of northern Europe. This immense realm was held together by a combination of military might, administrative efficiency, and cultural integration. However, the sheer size of the empire also posed significant challenges in terms of defense and control. The northern frontier, particularly in the British Isles, was among the most challenging regions for the Romans to manage. The Romans first invaded Britain in 43 AD under Emperor Claudius, and over the next few decades, they gradually extended their control over much of the island. However, the northern regions, inhabited by various Celtic tribes, remained resistant to Roman rule. The rugged terrain and fierce independence of these tribes made the complete subjugation of the north difficult and costly. The Roman legions faced constant skirmishes and raids, which disrupted the stability and economic prosperity of the Roman province of Britannia. Emperor Hadrian ascended to the throne in 117 AD, inheriting an empire that had reached its maximum territorial extent under his predecessor, Trajan. Unlike Trajan, who pursued aggressive expansionist policies, Hadrian adopted a more defensive and consolidatory approach. He recognized that maintaining the empire's vast borders required significant resources and manpower, and that further expansion would likely lead to overstretching and vulnerability. As part of his strategy to stabilize the empire, Hadrian embarked on a series of projects aimed at fortifying the frontiers and improving the infrastructure within the existing territories. Hadrian's Wall was conceived as a key element of this new defensive strategy. Its primary purpose was to serve as a physical barrier to prevent incursions by the northern tribes, such as the Picts, and to protect the Roman province of Britannia from external threats. The wall also had secondary functions, including the regulation of trade and movement, and the assertion of Roman power and authority in the region. The construction of Hadrian's Wall began around 122 AD and took approximately 6 years to complete. The wall stretched for about 73 miles, 117 kilometers, across the narrowest part of northern England, from the River Tyne near Newcastle in the east to the Solway Firth near Carlisle in the west. The choice of this location was strategic, as it provided a relatively defensible line across the island and leveraged the natural topography to enhance the wall's effectiveness. The wall itself was a remarkable feat of engineering. It was constructed primarily from stone in the eastern sections and from turf in the western sections, reflecting the availability of local materials. The stone sections of the wall stood around 15 feet, 4.6 meters, high and 8 feet, 2.4 meters wide, while the turf sections were slightly lower and wider. The wall was not a continuous, unbroken barrier. Instead, it was punctuated by a series of forts, mile castles, and turrets, which provided additional defensive capabilities and facilitated the movement and communication of troops. The forts along Hadrian's Wall were substantial military installations, spaced roughly 5 miles, 8 kilometers apart. These forts housed garrisons of Roman soldiers and served as administrative and logistical centers. They were equipped with barracks, storerooms, granaries, and other facilities necessary for sustaining the troops stationed there. The presence of these forts ensured that the Roman army could quickly respond to any threats or breaches along the wall. Between the forts, smaller fortifications known as mile castles were constructed at intervals of 1 Roman mile, approximately 1,480 meters. Each mile castle housed a smaller detachment of troops and was designed to control access through the wall via gates that allowed for the regulation of movement and trade. These gates could be opened or closed depending on the security situation, providing a flexible means of managing the frontier. In addition to the forts and mile castles, the wall was further reinforced by turrets, which were positioned between the mile castles. These turrets acted as watchtowers and communication points, enabling the Roman soldiers to maintain a vigilant watch over the surrounding landscape. The combination of forts, mile castles, and turrets created a comprehensive network of defenses that made Hadrian's Wall a formidable barrier against incursions. To the south of the wall, the Romans constructed a large earthwork known as the Vallum. The Vallum consisted of a deep ditch flanked by two parallel mounds, and it ran almost the entire length of the wall. The exact purpose of the Vallum is still debated by historians and archaeologists. It may have served as an additional defensive measure, a means of controlling movement and trade, or a symbolic boundary marking the limits of the Roman-controlled territory. The construction and maintenance of Hadrian's Wall required a substantial workforce, including soldiers, laborers, and craftsmen. The presence of the Roman military along the wall led to the development of settlements and markets, fostering economic activity in the region. These settlements, often located near the forts, provided goods and services to the soldiers and created a thriving local economy. The wall also influenced the social and cultural dynamics of the region, as the areas to the south of the wall became more integrated into the Roman Empire, while those to the north remained largely independent and resistant to Roman influence. Hadrian's Wall remained an active military and administrative frontier for nearly 3 centuries. It was maintained and garrisoned by successive Roman emperors, although its significance fluctuated over time. The wall's effectiveness as a defensive barrier varied, depending on the strength and organization of the Roman forces stationed there and the level of threat posed by the northern tribes. Despite these challenges, the wall continued to serve as a symbol of Roman authority and a testament to the empire's ability to project power and control over distant territories. The eventual decline of the Roman Empire in the 4th and 5th centuries AD led to the abandonment of Hadrian's Wall. As the empire faced increasing pressure from internal strife, economic difficulties, and external invasions, the Roman legions were gradually withdrawn from Britain. By the early 5th century, the Roman administration in Britain had collapsed, and the wall fell into disuse. Over the centuries, the stones and other materials from the wall were repurposed for local construction projects, and the structure slowly deteriorated. Despite its abandonment, Hadrian's Wall left a lasting legacy. It became a symbol of Roman engineering and military prowess, and has been the subject of historical and archaeological study for centuries. The first recorded investigations of the wall date back to the 16th and 17th centuries, when antiquarians began documenting and studying its remains. Notable early explorers included William Camden, John Horsley, and William Hutton, who published detailed accounts of their observations and findings. These early efforts laid the foundation for later archaeological research. In the 19th and 20th centuries, systematic archaeological excavations of Hadrian's Wall began in earnest. Scholars such as John Collingwood Bruce, R.G. Collingwood, and Ian Richmond made significant contributions to the study of the wall, uncovering important insights into its construction, purpose, and history. Excavations revealed the remains of forts, mile castles, turrets, and civilian settlements, shedding light on the daily lives of the people who lived and worked along the wall. Recent advancements in archaeological techniques and technology have continued to enhance our understanding of Hadrian's Wall. Discoveries include the identification of previously unknown structures, the analysis of environmental data to reconstruct the ancient landscape, and the use of geophysical surveys to map subsurface remains. These findings have provided new insights into the construction methods, military strategies, and social dynamics of the Roman frontier. Today, Hadrian's Wall is a UNESCO World Heritage Site and a popular tourist attraction, drawing visitors from around the world. It stands as a testament to the engineering skill, military might, and administrative capabilities of the Roman Empire. The wall represents a significant chapter in the history of Roman Britain and the broader story of the Roman Empire's efforts to define and defend its borders. Its enduring legacy, both as a historical monument and a subject of scholarly study, continues to captivate and inspire people around the world. Hadrian's Wall not only served as a physical barrier, but also as a symbol of the complexities and challenges faced by the Roman Empire in maintaining its vast territories. It remains an iconic reminder of the Roman presence in Britain and a fascinating subject for historians, archaeologists, and enthusiasts alike. Through its impressive construction and strategic significance, Hadrian's Wall provides a window into the past, offering valuable insights into the military, economic, and social aspects of life on the northern frontier of the Roman Empire.